Hello, it's Lauren from Beautiful Mesh, and you guys, we're gonna make a tulip wreath this afternoon. Guess look at this. Look at all this beautiful tulips. But I have a ton of tulips, and if you guys have seen me post with the bins and bins I have of tulips, we need to make something, okay? And I do have an order for one that is for red and white because it's for Valentine's Day. And I want to show you just a quick how I make it. And I'll show you the wreath stand that's going to help me out big time on this one because we're going to do it on this, okay? So it's a styrofoam wreath form. It's 12 inches. It's kind of small-ish. So if you find something bigger, it's going to use obviously more tulips, and you're going to just have to arrange things a little differently. But it is the kind that is flat on the sides, okay? So it is not rounded. And I find that this is a lot easier to work with, but you have to order them online. So I ordered them from, I can't remember where I ordered them from. I want to say I ordered them from Darice, but I'm not positive. They're Flora Craft. I was trying to see if I could find the sticker, but I can't. Okay, so, but if whatever you can find, you can make it work, but I just find it easier if you have the flat sides. Okay. And then, I can't see any comments. Can someone comment and we see? Okay, maybe they're coming. Okay. Plain, ribbon, non-wired. Get a whole big roll of this from Michael's for $10. It's like really large. This is already like halfway done. It's huge. It's $10, but use a coupon, okay? You don't want wire because you don't want to have to deal with sticking your pins through wire. Get some floral pins. These are the floral pins. You can get these at Walmart. You can get them at most craft stores, probably floral supply stores. I got a really huge box on Amazon because I didn't know how much 5 pounds is, and 5 pounds, by the way, is like this much, and it's a lot, and you don't need that many. I don't know how many you'll need for this, but you could probably buy 1 pack at Walmart and you'll be good. Just look in the floral department. Okay, so we're gonna take this and I'm gonna wrap it around because I don't want any of this showing through when I make the wreath. Okay. And then glue gun, and that's about it. It's really pretty easy. Hold on, let me grab the iPad because I'm not seeing any comments, and I don't know if that's because you're not making any comments or because it's just not working. But we'll plug this in just to make sure. Okay. I know people have been saying lately that Facebook's been weird with comments. So, okay. First what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin the first one on. First end of the ribbon. Just put a floral pin right through it. Okay? And then start wrapping. And it makes it easy when you have a little roll like this to just pass it through. And hopefully, you don't want to make it too crinkled, but, because you are going to see the back, but you won't obviously see the front. I do the flat side, and I'm going to do the edges. So, you aren't going to see too much of this ribbon, but just in case anything peeks through, hold on. Yeah, Facebook's not showing me any comments. So, and I find it hard to believe that nobody has said hi yet. It's telling me who's watching, but it's not saying, so I am not ignoring you. I just can't see any. I'm gonna get them up on my iPad in case you have questions on how to do this. Okay, so I'm just wrapping, okay? Non-wired ribbon. If you got some left over, use it for this because you don't want to waste your nice wired ribbon. Come on. And I do make, People make these on grapevines, and it is just a different way to do it. Oh, there we go. Now there's comments. And it's a little bit easier in a way on a grapevine because you don't have to wrap it. You just shove the tulips into the grapevine. It's just a different look because on a grapevine, the hole is going to be a lot larger because your wreath is a lot larger. I like these because it's compact and the hole in the middle is not very big then. Okay, hang on. I want to just get this up real quick so that I can see if you comment. There we go. Where's my comments? Where'd they go? They were there and now they're gone again. Come on, Facebook. All right, let me cut off this and we can pin this down and we are done with wrapping anyway. Oh my gosh, Facebook. Okay, sorry about that. My daughter is flying from San Diego today, and I wanted to make sure that she was telling me she was at her gate. Okay, apologize for that. But you know what? Sometimes we have things like that. All right, come on now, Facebook. Really with the... Oh, my goodness. All right, I apologize. Could you do it on a wire form? Not as easy because you're gonna have to like tie them on, zip tie them all on if you're doing a wire form. This way you can just push everything through the floral foam. All right, so we have just wrapped. Cool. Why won't it show me? I apologize. Okay, now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you down here. I gotta move some of this out of the way. So here is what is going to help me. I cut a bunch of these already because what you do, you're going to get a bunch of tulips for like this. You're going to push them up, the leaves up to the top on most of them so that you don't have to keep the leaves on every single one, because you might have too many leaves if you do that. So then I cut them off with leaving about an inch of stem here so that I have somewhere for the pin, obviously, to hit. I really wish I could see your comments. I apologize. A lot of bases done, but nothing. Okay. So anyway, I cut a bunch of them up so that we didn't have to do this live. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take 2 reds and 1 yellow, 1 white. And if it's got too much greenery in the middle, like I'll just take, I'll just pull off some of the greens, but this isn't too bad. And I'm just going to pin them on my, you know what, the comments might be in the way. There you go. I'm just going to bundle them and pin them on. Ta-da! And then we can glue. I always glue after every pin because I don't want any problems. And I might have to stand up for this. You know, if I could. Facebook. This is a wreath stand from Just Crafting About. I put the link to her page there in the description of this video because it is really super helpful. Look at this thing, okay? It's a wreath stand, regular wreath stand. See? It's a regular wreath stand. You know, if you want it to be. But the way she made them, it also sits like this. So it's kind of like a little helper. Kind of cool, huh? Okay. Am I out of, are tulips out already? Yes, tulips are out. These actually are from last year. So, so I wouldn't buy them quite yet because they are not on sale yet. But they are out. If you want. Okay, so then I just make another bundle and I just kind of, you know, butt it up next to the other one and pin it down. And put a whole ton of glue every time. I'll move my thing a little closer. Okay. And then what this is going to help me with a lot is when I try and do the sides, because it's really hard to hold the thing and try and pin on the sides when you're trying to hold it up. So when she showed me this, I was like, yeah, I need one of those. Definitely. Because when you're doing the sides, you have to like hold it and pin. It's just much easier to have a little platform. And obviously go the same direction. I don't know which direction. It doesn't matter. But you don't want to get all wonky. Do I remember when they go on sale? I don't. I remember that they're out a lot earlier than they were last year. I feel like it was a few weeks into January last year that they were out. So I'm not sure what their schedule is going to be this year on sale. Since they just came out, it'll probably be a few weeks. Sometimes you have to turn them around to make them like the flowers lay the right way. This is why you don't want your stems too long. You don't want them hanging over, but you need them long enough so that you have something to grab when you put them down. So I like to make these in like a whole bunch of different color patterns, and it's amazing the combinations that people will come up with this time of year. And Michaels did have some new color combinations. Like they had one this year that was like orange and white, I think, which looked really pretty for Easter. They do tend to have the similar stuff every year, but sometimes like the shades change a little bit. You got one of Paula's for Christmas, isn't it awesome? Yes, this easel from Paula. So helpful. Especially when you don't have that many hands. Sometimes, yeah, I'm keeping all this greenery so far, but if you don't want all that greenery and you just want tulips, just pull them off. Depends on what you want. Bye, Jamie. Alright. Yeah, my husband took some stuff to the post office this morning for me because he's my shipping department. Because if I had to take everything to the post office and make this stuff, like, I probably wouldn't make this stuff. It's a pain in the butt to go to the post office. Drag these big boxes inside, fight with the doors. So, yeah. I think I have like every possible color of tulips, and I keep thinking of more color combinations, but I don't know if you guys think of something you want me to make or you want to see, let me know, because I am happy to try some new things. And last year too, I also like experimented with putting different flowers or picks or something in amongst the tulips. So making it a tulip wreath, but then putting in a couple of tiny little berries or whatever in there, and it looked really cute. Just to mix it up a little bit. Okay. This is actually going pretty fast. The hard part is around the outside. It's tulip time. I think every year I make a tulip video. Tulip time. And it's always like the most watched videos on my page. Because, you know, I don't know. People are just ready for some springy stuff. I don't know what it is. Oh, yes. Sylvia's tulip. Sylvia made a butterfly with tulips last year. And it was so pretty if you want to buy the tutorial. The pin things I'm using, these are floral pins. They're just, you can buy them at Walmart. You can buy them on Amazon, depending on how many you need. I mean, if you want to buy a big box, that's what I did. These are all from Michael's. These are the mini tulips now. These are not the big ones. Get the mini ones. I don't like the big ones. I just think I mean, you can, but you just, not on this small little form. I think it would look weird. So just make sure you're picking up the right thing. They're in a big display on Michael's right now. You should see them if you walk into your Michael's lately. Ooh. Yeah, if I had any different shapes would be cool. I'm just not, I don't know what else to make besides a butterfly. But she already made a butterfly, so I don't know. Like heart, like people put this sometimes on a heart form for Valentine's Day. It's real pretty. Okay. If I can get this last one, kind of tucked it in so we can complete the circle here. Sometimes it might take a few extra pins. Did I get them all? I think I did. Glue, glue, glue. Lots of glue. I just wrapped the form with just some plain unwired ribbon. The glue gun holder is from Susie's Wreaths and Things. And it's a mess, but it's super helpful. Okay, now I'm going to sit down and we're going to do around the edges. Hang on. I really wish I could see more comments. Okay, but now this is going to be helpful for... So now around the edges, I only do 2. Like I did 3 because it's bigger up here, but 2 are over here. Only 2. So alternate however you got to. Try not to. Sometimes it's hard to keep a pattern, but and it's gonna drip. But are they $9.99 a bunch? Are they? Because they're not usually. They're usually $4. I thought they were usually $4.99. How are they $9.99? Yeah, I would not buy them full price, y'all, because they will go on sale. However, once they go on sale, buy them, because once they do, people start buying them up. So if you want them, I highly suggest that you grab it when you can. Sometimes you're going to need some extra pins down here to make it go. So it's going to take probably, depending on the size of your wreath, It's going to take 13 to, whoa. It can take 13 to 14 of these depending on how closely you put them, depending on the size of your wreath form. I would get 14 to be safe, and then you can always take some back if you need to. That's what I would do. It's gonna look a little weird for a minute while it, no, stop. Yeah, I use like 13 to 14, I would say, for this size. But this is a 12-inch form. Whoa. Alright, this thing needs to, you know what I need to do? I need to pull this out more. That's what I need to do. Hold on a second. This needs to come out here, so that I have room. Okay. Can I do that? Maybe. Sort of. Alright. Now it sticks up a little further. And sometimes you might just have to like pin one to get it to go on. And then usually at the end, like I'll fill in with like one at a time. Why did it stop? Why did it stop? Yeah. Hopefully it didn't stop. Come on, Facebook. I don't think it did. Okay. It just won't show me my comments. It's really aggravating. And I don't want to... Oh my god. Okay. Oh, goodness. Alright, so tuck this one here. The ones I've seen in the stores are like green, so you definitely, if you get one of those, you're going to want to wrap it with something so that you don't see that. I mean, the white, yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to see any of the styrofoam through. Depending on what colors you have. I know there's some comments, and I don't know why. I can't see them. Okay, well that's frustrating. It's frozen here. Oh my goodness. I don't know why it's freezing. Is anyone still there? Oh, come on, Facebook. Is it? No, I think it's live. I think we're good. I just can't see any comments. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry. Now I can see some. At least temporarily. They come and go. this is, you know, these are pretty if you make them for like weddings, are really pretty. Like for door decorations, table decorations. Just saying, you make it all white one. But it helps to have like all these cut ahead of time so you don't have to. Finally, Kathleen, I know. I need to be, this is my first one this year. I need to get to it because I have quite a few that needs to be used. But it's so nice when you like take a couple different colors and mix them together. Turns out really pretty. Or just make like, you know, one color all the way around. Or, you know, you could mix 3. You could do all kinds of things. It looks really cool. It's very springy. We're almost there, y'all. If they get a little wonky, you can usually tuck them back up under. If some of them start going, you know, astray, you can usually tuck them back. Thank you. If they turn out really, they're kind of foolproof, you guys. They really are. Okay, sorry about that. Is anyone still there? Sorry. I'm still here if anyone else is still here. Alright, so I'm still going around. I'm almost done. Apologize, that was my daughter again. She's flying from Atlanta. I don't want to not answer the call. Just like everything happened at the wrong time here. The timing is all off for my live video. Okay. But she almost missed her plane in Atlanta because she didn't realize that takeoff time is not the same as boarding time. So she's there now. Okay. All right, we're almost. Oh, I think I cut it just enough. I will count the bunches in 1 second, the stems that I have, and I'll tell you how many I used because I'm about done. I think I just want to cut one more. Okay. Tuck that one in there. Put it in. Yay. Okay. So we are done going around the outside and everything. Okay, so how many did this use? Good question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It used like about 11-ish. And I did more red than white. So, but I have used up to 12, 13 in the past. So again, like here is kind of like a hole. So I am going to put some in there. So after I do it, like I usually have to go around and tuck some in. Sometimes you can just stick one, you know, because it just gets a little bit. I don't want any holes or gaps. So I would get 13 to 14 bunches. If you're doing a 12-inch, you'll be good. you're doing a bigger 18-inch grapevine, you don't have to do the sides, obviously, on a grapevine, so you don't, but you do, it is larger this way, so it's harder to, it's a little bit different. Okay. Nah, I don't like that. There's a hole there, too. Let's put this in here. And then we can put on the ribbon on the back. So yeah, if you see holes or if you don't think it's full enough, just add more when you're done. Tuck that in. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now I'm going to take the ribbon, and you could make a hanger from a couple of different things, but you can also just make a hanger with this gently. We could have done this probably at the beginning. It probably would have been better, but it's fine. This is just floral ribbon that they use, like an actual like floral arrangements, and you can, so that it's the same, you know, as what you have on here. Whoa! Tie it in a knot if you can. And then pin it like above and below the knot. And then glue to make sure it does not come off. Glue the heck out of it. All right. Come on. There we go. So then when you hang it, you can make this as long or as short as you want. It hangs from that. But it's super easy. And you guys, totally foolproof. You can do it. Just get you some of these tulips from Michael's. The small ones, the mini ones. And yeah, get a styrofoam form or go get a grapevine or even straw. It's just harder to do when the edges are round because it's harder to do around the other side. So, but anyway, so that is our red and white, and it'll hang from here. Isn't it cute? So beautiful for Valentine's Day, but like all year round. I get orders for these all year round. Wedding, Valentine's Day, Christmas. This is a nice Christmas colors, even still red and white. So if you can get you some tulips and use them, I don't care that they're a spring flower. I will use them all year round. And they look pretty. So do it. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you later. Bye.